not a bad way to spend a Saturday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to throw the option open to Sam here. Do you want to get on the air, or do you want to fix the chair while I play music?
I'll get on the air for a little bit.
Okay, Sam's going to get on the air. Is that mic 2?
3.
Mic 3. Okay, here we go. Okay, Sam, let's get you on air. Hello, Sam.
Hello, how are you?
I am good, man. I'm good. Great to see you. You're looking good. And you were telling me off the air that you spent your spring break scaring people, in a manner of speaking.
Kinda, yeah. We went to a haunted house convention. All it is you basically learn how to do haunted houses, and that's where all the big haunted house owners go, and they can go and buy the newest and greatest prop to scare people.
So what is the newest and greatest prop in scaring people?
Well, there's a couple of them. The one that I really wanted was, basically, it's a projector screen, but it projects at a certain area. And the one thing that they did is they had a dinner table. They had all these projectors on this dinner table projecting, like, maggots and stuff. So it made it look real. You couldn't see the projectors until you had to, like, actually look for them.
Right.
But they had a booth set up with that, and another one where the maggots were in the toilet coming out.
Oh, that's cool.
It was really cool. That's the big thing. Distortions, they always have the stuff. Distortions is a local company in Greeley that makes the props. They're the huge prop company. They had some cool things. But, yeah, that was the thing that always stuck out at me, is that.
You can make maggots appear out of your toilet.
Yep. It was just really cool because it looks
That's
real.
not a real big deal. You just have to go to East Greeley, and there they are.
Right.
No,
right.
I'm kidding.
So, but yeah, no, it was fun. We toured the top 3 haunts in the nation: the Darkness, Creepy World, and the Limp Brewery.
What, you mean you physically went by plane to all these places?
No, they were all in St. Louis.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were all like, they're all about a couple miles apart from each other. So we just go from one to the other. So we got to see it with the lights on, and then with the actors and stuff the next night. So it was really cool. Cool
beans. And you looks like it sounds like you want to get into this industry.
Maybe it's a good industry to get into. So you just got to find the right people to work with.
Right. Cool.
So, but yeah, it's with my age group right now. Because we were the youngest people there, pretty much. I mean, there was people our age, but they weren't the owners or operators of it.
Sure.
They're like makeup artists, stuff like that. But, the big guy that in St. Louis that owns all those haunts, he's in his 40s, and he started when he was my age.
Wow.
So,
well, I got to tell you, I can hook you up with him if you want to. There was a press agent that I knew back in New York about 25 years ago named Timothy Haskell. I don't know if you know that name. But he ended up getting out of the press agenting business for the most part and then starting to direct things. And then he got into the New York haunted house circuit in kind of a big way, and he's very involved in that. So I have contact number for him, and cool guy. Maybe. So, FYI.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There's actually a haunted house. They had a booth at the haunt convention was called Trans World. It's a big one that everybody goes to. If he's in the haunted house industry, he'll know that.
Okay, yeah.
But there's a booth dedicated to this one haunted house, and not most of the booths at Transworld, they weren't haunted houses, they were just prop companies, stuff like that.
Okay.
But this one had a booth, and I think it was called The Blackout, and it was in New York. And their whole thing is you have to go in alone. There's no lights.
Yeah.
And there's nudity in it.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to touch you.
Yeah!
And stuff like that. And it was weird because every time we went by the booth, they had a TV in it. And it was just a white background with the floor. And the TV was like dissecting or doing brain surgery or something. So that was just on repeat.
Yeah.
And then one day there was a girl just laying on the floor right in front of the TV eating raisins the whole day. She didn't move, she didn't talk, nothing. And everybody was like, what is going on with this haunt? So it's in New York.
Was it creepy? Was it really?
We didn't get to go to it. I mean,
yeah.
We just did the St. Louis stuff, but everybody was talking about it. I don't know if it's open now or something. I think it is open now. I think it's a year round.
I mean, I don't follow the whole.
Right.
What's the scariest thing that you saw when you've gone to a real haunted house, or even that you can imagine when you saw all these displays and things?
The scariest thing, I don't know. It's kind of hard because going to the haunted houses, it's hard for me to get scared because I expect the certain things.
Sure.
But it's all like the startle stuff. There was a couple things where it's all how real you can make it. All these other haunts, like they do TV or Hollywood sets, so it all looks and feels real. You almost feel like you're in a movie. So they have a couple props that look real, and you go up to them, and you're not supposed to touch stuff, but I was touching them anyways.
Yeah.
And there's a couple things where you touch it, and it feels like a person, but it wasn't. It's just a prop and stuff, and that's the part that scares you because you expect somebody to jump out at you, but it's just a normal prop, and then when you're not expecting it, that's when they get you.
Wow.
But, no, that reminds me, one of the booths, they're trying to teach us to attack all 5 senses. Mm-hmm. So, taste is kind of hard to do. But But there's a couple booths, it's the fog juice companies. They're making the new thing where you make smells for fog juice. So there was one where it was like crap smell. And they had testers and stuff where you could just barely smell it, and you were gagging just from the tester.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that's the new.
And you know what the name of that smell is?
No.
Greeley.
Probably, yeah. Probably. I should have told them that.
They just initial JBS.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's awesome. I should have told them that. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, that sounds like a pretty damn good vacation. Did you see anything else in St. Louis?
Yeah, the haunt convention was only 4 days, and then after that, it was spring break for us. So, I had to leave school a couple days early before spring break. But after spring break, we went, after the haunt convention, we went to the Arch, of course.
I've never been, so I'm really curious about Missouri. Yeah,
it's definitely cool. And then we went to the City Museum, which is basically a big playground. Like, there's no museum part of it. I don't understand that.
Missourians aren't smart enough to have a museum yet.
No. And then
wow, we got a jungle gym. That's
what
art.
It was too. Like, you would crawl up and through stuff, and there's a cajillion kids there.
It's our version of a Henry Moore.
But there's that, and then we went to tour Busch Stadium, which is where the St. Louis Cardinals play.
Yeah.
Which would have been cooler any other year, I think, but they just won the World Series last year.
Yeah.
So you could tell the tours were all about ticket sales and how they could boost them. So we got to tour all the club level seating and where all the fancy rich people go to watch the game. And then every 5 minutes, the tour guide reminded us that they won the World Series.
Well,
and me being a true diehard Rockies fan, I'm just like, God dang it. So, yep. And then we went to a couple other museums. We went to the Science Museum, which kind of sucked. Yeah, Denver, our Nature and Science Museum is awesome, but this one was just different.
Right.
Different. And we went to
like a dead cat. They didn't have a dinosaur, but they're like a cat from 1974.
I think they had one dinosaur.
Yeah.
Which was upsetting. A lot of their stuff was dedicated to space stuff, but
yeah.
It was like, if you've ever been to the Smithsonian, all that stuff is real. Stuff that, that's the stuff.
Well, the Smithsonian, for crying, it can't compare.
Did. And then St. Louis, the Science Museum, they have like all the reproduction stuff, or this is the stuff that they tested in, or this was backup thing number 3. So if the first and second thing failed, this would have been the thing that went up.
Oh, that sounds kind of all right.
That's kind of different.
Yeah,
it's kind of boring because you want to see the actual stuff. They tell you all this story about this thing, and they're like, by the way, this is the one that wasn't even close to being used. Oh, okay, cool, thank you.
Well, it's kind of like when we were in Italy this past summer, my wife and I and a group of UNC people, and we saw Michelangelo's David. And it's like, there's this great, fabulous statue outside the museum. And it's like, okay, there's David. There's his penis. There he is. Okay. And then we go in and we realize that was just like a reproduction to put outside the museum. That wasn't the actual. The real David's in the museum. And once you've seen the big one outside the museum, the real one in the museum is somehow less impressive.
Really?
Yeah. Because you just, we've seen these out there. What the hell is this? Oh, this is the real. Oh, well, yeah.
God, that's funny. Huh.
So cool. So we only have a couple of minutes left because I've got Steve Solomon calling in. Mm-hmm. He's the comedian and monologist. So before we let Sam Wood go, I want to ask some radio stuff to you. What's coming up for UNC Radio? What's our things happening in late March and April?
Let's see. Late March, we will have pretty much on the same day, that Friday night, we'll have Relay for Life, where we start that.
Okay.
That'll be a 24-hour thing. We're pretty close.
What is it?
It's overnight. Relay for Life.
Relay for, yeah, but I don't remember what the hell that is.
It's just, it's a cancer walk.
Oh, okay,
at the
cool.
rec center.
Yeah.
So.
I try doing a cancer walk. I just go, ow, I have cancer! Ow, I have cancer!
Right,
It's terrible.
So, yeah, no, we'll be playing the music for that, and I think we're going to have a team, too. I don't know for sure. I don't know how well that's going to go.
Sure.
But we'll definitely be there playing music. And then the same night, that Friday, we have a show at AF Rays that we'll be presenting. So
with what
My
band?
Body Sings Electric. They're a good band.
Cool.
So they have a couple other bands, but that's the only one I really care about.
Oh, gee, good ones. Let's just play this back for the other bands at AF Rays
fine.
that night.
That's fine.
What night is that?
Friday night.
This coming. Okay,
Friday.
yeah.
Yep.
March 30th or something.
Yep,
Yeah.
March 30th. And then after that, April's a very busy month for UNC Radio. We'll have an event like every other day.
Why is April so busy?
Just everybody, all the other clubs and organizations have all their extra money left over that they have to spend.
Oh, right.
Just to get rid of it. So we have that, and then April.
Well, Sam, my wife and I could use a station car, to get back and forth from the station. We have a car, we have a Subaru, but it's one for both of us, and I have to pick her up. So to physically come here and do station business, would not be a bad thing to have like a used Mercedes.
Right, that would be awesome.
So you got to spend the money anyway.
As soon as I get one, you can get one.
Okay.
And then April 29th will be huge. I'll finally announce it since they're going to work with us. But UPC, they're bringing in the band 303.
Okay.
You
cool.
won't know them, but they're huge.
Is that another code for marijuana, by the way?
No.
No, what's 303 stand for?
303 is the area code of Denver.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
My phone number is 303.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's
so
cool.
That's the area code of Denver. So they're a huge band. They're not just like a local My Body Sings Electric.
Sure.
Everybody knows 303. So that'll be cool. They'll be coming here at Butler Hancock, and we'll be interviewing them and stuff like that.
Are you sort of sponsoring them, or just how is UNC connected? Or they're coming to town and UNC is just going to interview and...
UPC is the one that brought them in.
UPC, I'm sorry.
University Program Council.
Thank you, okay,
so
cool.
they brought them in and paid for them to come. Because every year we have that spring concert. That's just who's coming this year.
Cool beans. All right, so that's all right.
And then
yeah.
we just get to tag along and do the cool stuff, interview. We'll have our tailgate outside before the show. We'll be giving away tickets, T-shirts, stuff like that.
Sweet.
Yep. So that will definitely be pretty cool. And yeah, I don't know. We have a lot of other events going on, but there's so many.
Well, we've covered the next 2 weeks, so that's kind of cool.
Covered all the big ones at least.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sam Wood, General Manager of UNC Radio. I guess the last question for Sam would be, Sam's already putting away the mic, it's like, how much longer do I have to be with this idiot? It's too late, I guess, for people to join the radio station this semester,
We've got one more week. We ended at April. So if you still want to do it.
Before fall, I would say, yeah.
Yep. We'll still train you, so you'll get the last month of April in for shows. So I think that's 4 or 5 shows.
Right, but otherwise, next fall would be the time when people.
Next fall is the big one. We'll be doing a lot of hiring. Well, we do it at the very beginning of school. Pretty much, we'll have a big meeting for that. But pretty much, Fall Bazaar, like it's on Facebook, you'll see stuff on that.
Sure.
But
and the Facebook page is
Facebook/UNC Student Radio.
Facebook /
UNC Radio.
UNC Radio, just
Yep,
UNC
just
Radio.
UNC Radio.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Sam. I'm glad you had such a haunted spring break. I think that's fabulous. By the way, did you say we when you were you with your lady friend or with
No,
who?
I was with my roommate and the other owner of the Morbid Nights, Colorado haunted houses.
Nice. How are things still good with you and your?
Yep.
Yay.
Yep, it's better than the last one for sure.
Oh, Sam, it's like a comparison, but okay, I'm glad. How long? It's got to be at least 6 months.
No, it's been over a year.
It's been over a year. What's her name again? Kristen.
Yep.
Kristen. She's really, really cute. I got to tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
Really, and you guys are going well?
Yep, for sure. I try to piss her off, but it just doesn't work. So.
You're man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Men have to test. We have to test how bad can I treat her, and then apologize.
I haven't found that boundary line yet. So
whoa.
I know.
That's nice.
I've irritated her a couple times, but not like the last one where all I had to do was wake up in the morning and I'm getting yelled at.
And her name was no. We don't have to go there. We could if you want to.
No, I don't care.
Nah. Whoa. Okay.
She doesn't need to have a name said.
It's like Candyman. If you say her name 3 times, it's like the station goes into a vortex. Oh God. I happen to know this woman's name. I'm not going to say it. I'm not, but we don't have to. But I'm glad, Mazel Tov. But I'm glad things are going great with Kristen. So that's wonderful.
Really awesome.
Cool. And you're pretty awesome too, Sam Wood. It is 10:25 in the morning here at the University of Northern Colorado. I'm Dave Lefkowitz. You're listening to Dave's Gone By. The Hunger Games just opened this weekend. It's doing incredible box office business. The reviews have been. Oh, Sam, did you see the movie?
I did see the movie. I've never read the book.
Book is great. I just literally just read it. But
we went with a couple friends last night. Kristen's read the book, and the other girl, who kind of did a double date thing. The other girl read the book, but us guys, we had no idea.
Yeah, well, you don't know how to read. You're in radio. Yeah.
But it was a good movie just to watch. I mean, I kind of want to read the book now if I ever have time.
Yeah. Because they're saying the movie was really, really great. Yeah.
It was definitely good. There's a couple things where the girls were like, oh, that was kind of different. But they loved it too, with them reading the book and stuff.
Right.
It was definitely a good movie. I'm excited for the next ones.
Nice.
So.
Cool.